Hey, welcome back to Bros of Decay. I have a fantastic place for you guys here today. I'm sitting in front of a Belgian farm that is left behind since around the end of the 1960s. I have not much history yet of this place. Normally I go inside of abandoned buildings and figure this out before I start the video. But this week I want to do it a little bit different because I want to try something out. I'm going to go inside of the building and explore the building together with you guys and see what history we can find out about the person that lived here. So what I know already is that this building was inhabited by Mr. Jozef. He was a single man and much more, I'm not sure. So let's go inside and figure that out. So first off, we're standing here in this backyard and you can see he had a little shed over here and a few greenhouses back there, but much more. Maybe later on in the video I will go in depth of the backyard, but for now let's go first inside of the place and check that out first. Look at the bicycle that's left behind here. Wow, a leather seat. Truly old school bicycle. Belgium has a really big bicycle history and still today lots of people cycle to work. Bicycle lanes are very good and yeah, we're much like a bicycle nation, not like the Netherlands of course, but Belgium also has lots of bicycles. That's a nice fact to know. And we're entering into his place right now. It's very typical. We come into a kitchen area, a dining area, as you could say. And let's start off here. Let's figure out some history. Okay. Medical things. He probably was already sick at the end of his life. Over here it says his name, Mr. Jozef, on the medicine that I left behind. Let's look up here what we got. Few letters, few biscuits left up here, some tissues. Interesting. Look at this machine. I want you to make a guess what this is. Now write it in the comment section, pause the video and say what this is. I'm now gonna open it. I know what it is. This is a washing machine. Look at it. Just you put the wash in from the top. That's something we don't do anymore. And look how old school this machine is. Only 2 buttons. When you buy something today, you have like 100 buttons on it. But for this washing machine, only 2. This sink over here is also pretty cool. Last soap bars, the last dishes that he used. Wow. An oven left behind. Some pots in here. Oh, look over here. These little sausages. We Belgians love these to eat at the... Oh wow, this expires in 2016. So I was a bit wrong about the date. I have not looked at these sausages yet, but yeah, I can see that this place was not abandoned in 1960 now. But all the things that are inside of this place look very, very old. Very interesting. Okay, then we can go through here. There's another machine in the middle of the hallway. Let's look inside of it. This looks also like a washing or drying machine. This looks more like a dryer. Oh my gosh. Lovely. And then from the hallway over here, we come right into the living space, another dining space actually. Let's turn here to the right first. This was a very religious man, Mr. Jozef, that lived here. Was very religious. Lots of artifacts inside of this place. Some glasses in here. These are the clothes of his. I think he was a farmer. These are these are typical tissues for farmers. You see them are very red with the dots on them. These you see these Dutch girls wearing them in the pictures always. And it's very typical Dutch farming tissues. But I'm not sure yet if he's a farmer. I have to still figure that out. This looks like an old school picture of him. Inside of a castle. Some Chinese faces here on the stove. This little puppet is from Cuba. Wow, maybe you went there. The last meal. And then we have this little cabinet over here filled with dishes, but these dishes would only be used when guests came over, when family came over. Then they would be pulled out of the closet and put on the table, but otherwise you are not allowed to use them. These are just reserved for guests. Let me know. My mom does this as well. I don't know if this is a Belgian thing. I find it very strange that you would reserve dishes for guests. I would not do it. I would just give them the normal plates. But my mom does it and my grandparents used to do it. Is this a Belgian thing or do people around the world do this? I'm very curious about that. Let me know. Knitting stuff here on the windowsill. This is his coat. Very lovely coat. Wow, look at the group picture over here. This says it's from Van Mullen, it's the family. This is probably his whole family. And it says from 1957 over here. And they're in front of some sort of a church in France, because it's all French written, or maybe a Walloon region of Belgium. Wow. I also love these doorways. They're pretty neat. Then we come into another living space. This is the actual living room. And these dishes in this cabinet probably were used always. So these were his normal dishes. Let's look on the calendar over here. What year does it say? I'm very curious about that. See, this cabinet is from this calendar is from 1976. This place is very strange. Some things are. I just looked at the sausages over there. There they're standing, and the sausages are expired in 2016, but the calendar is from 1976. We have to look further to see what's going on here. I think this is Lourdes. Somewhere in France, it says on there. This is his couch where Mr. Jozef would relax after a hard day of working. His pants, his belt are still here. Wow. Look at this stove. Such a neat piece. Beautiful stove. Oh yes, that's William. William is exploring with me today. What do you think about this place?
It's weird, I don't know since when it's done.
I saw some sausages over there that expire in 2016, but the calendar says 1976. Why wouldn't they change the calendar for 40 years?
Did you open one of the sausages?
No, you want to try? You can try if you want. Yes, this medical cabinet. Very beautiful design on it. I've never seen such a beautiful medical cabinet. And look at the spider webs here on the side. They're pretty neat as well. Little windmill thermometer on top. And I also love this briefcase. This is the old school logo of Brussels Airlines. They changed it like 40 years ago. That's the logo that they used to have, yeah, like 40 years ago. And it's flight number, so Mr. Jozef took a flight with this suitcase somewhere in the world, probably to the Cuba that I just saw. Wow, already a pretty interesting home, and I haven't been upstairs yet, so I'm really curious to see what I can find up there. Yeah, just let's head up there, because we're gonna see some amazing things, I believe, up there. The stairway hosts the shoes of Mr. Jozef. See, these are all men's shoes. So yeah, I think he lived here alone. I can't find anything of a woman yet. This is his jacket. He hanged it on the stairway over here. Beautiful oak stairway. Let's head up there. I'm curious. A little lamp here in the middle of the hallway. And it wiggles a little bit. These backpacks are not from Jozef, that's mine. So don't worry that he had like this new backpack. Okay, upstairs here right now. Let's head into this room first and try to figure something out. Oh, I've not been in this room yet. Oh my gosh, look at the washing powder collection over here. He had like all the different brands. Oh my gosh, Dash and Tide and Omo. These are all pretty well-known brands here in Belgium. Oh my gosh. He was some sort of a washing powder hoarder or something like that. Maybe he worked as a washing powder salesman or something like that. But why would he have all the different brands? And they're all, the price is written on them. 58 francs, 12 francs. And that's the old Belgian currency. So it's at least 20 years old. But definitely older because all the logos, they're really outdated. Yeah. We have this bed over here. Beautifully made bed. Also these very high, very sturdy beds made from wood. If I open this up, there's probably straw inside of here. Yeah, see, these old school mattresses with straw inside of them, or hairs, horse hairs. Still made. I'm gonna make it again. A little cord for the light. And we got a purse up here, so yeah, maybe he had a wife, but I'm not sure yet. I'm not convinced yet. A little picture of a child over here. Wow. Look at this bottle of liquor. Oh my gosh, there are lots of letters on here. Let's have a look at the pictures first. So we got these two men. They look like priests. Got this boy over here. He looks very rich. This is a postcard. Oh, these are all postcards. Look, postcards. Okay, I just found something very interesting. I found this letter. And it states here that the letter is from 1924. I'm gonna quickly read it for you guys because it's in Dutch. I can read it. Let me just quickly read it and then maybe I have some more history about this place. So let's see. So very interesting. This letter is from his brother, Jos. And Jos lives in Germany. So with the remainder of his family, I believe, I could make up from the note. And Mr. Jozef lived here together with his son, Staf. There's nothing said about a wife inside of this letter. And Jos is visiting in 4 weeks from the date from 1924 that this letter was written. So yeah, they were visiting and his family lived in Germany. So that's some pretty cool history, I think. Wow. Nothing about his occupation yet. I also really love this vanity over here. It's quite a nice piece. With the tilting mirror. We'd assume that a lady would want one of those. And yeah, you can see also that they insulated the walls with newspaper behind the wallpaper over here. Very interesting. They do that for isolation purposes. Just to make the home a little bit warmer in winter and a little bit colder in summer. That's how isolation works. So yeah. Oh, look over here. Oh, wow. Oh, these pictures. See, this picture we see coming again. This was also, oh yeah, it's the same one as here. So this might have been Jozef or somebody in his younger years. Wow. And they made it into a postcard, but they also put it here in this frame. So this is probably somebody that lived here or a child from maybe this was Staf, his child. Family picture. Another family picture, but these are all postcards. Wow, it's amazing to see. I'm not gonna go through all of them, but that's very interesting. Then in the middle of the room we have this huge cabinet over here. Some clothes in here. And these all look like men clothes again. So I'm gonna say right here and right now that Mr. Jozef lived alone in this place. Probably with his son, Staf. But where the son came from, I don't know. They don't fall out of the air, so yeah. Don't you love these coat hangers? They look like crosses. But it's to keep the clothes straight inside of the closet. You don't do it anymore. They make them from wood, not ugly plastic that we do nowadays. But they made them from wood and they are very durable. It's just much better than the clothes hangers that we make today. Just get them for free in the store and they're all plastic and pollutes the earth. Wow, this room is also really magnificent. Oh, oh, I was wrong, I think. I was 100% wrong, I think. Here are some women's clothes. Okay, but these are also the only two. See, she had a little mirror inside of her closet. Lots of spider webs up here. Very interesting. And then this still made bed with the dress on it. Pink. It's also Lourdes. This is the place in France where Maria came, or something like that, where she appeared. I'm not really religious, so I don't know all the details about it. But it's a place in France, and I've been there. My mother wanted to see it. A vanity for the woman. This mirror is deteriorating really fast. Has this nice shine on it. Then we got another picture from Lourdes. I also saw this church. And then here in the hallway we have one last room that we can check out. Look at this. Huh? This is a closed beer bottle. De Eenddracht. The duck, something with duck it says on here. There's a sticker. The Eenddracht has not been opened yet. I've never heard of this beer. Wow. There's not a bedroom, actually. These praying beads here on the bed. They're pretty nice. Here's a little dress. Looks like something of a young girl would wear. This marble top has been taken off from the nightstand. Probably so people could look what's inside of here. There's not much. But over here we have some interesting things. This looks like it was some sort of a watch, but also not, because it's fully made out of leather. And there would be something inside of here. Maybe there would be a clock face inside of here, but I'm not sure. And also these pouches we got over here. Wow. Interesting things. Another vanity. And then we have another alarm clock over here in the hallway. We have not seen an alarm clock in this house before. And there's also an attic. Like I always say, attics are the most interesting places in abandoned buildings because they host a lot of history of the people that once lived here. So they all throw all this old stuff up here that they don't want inside of their house anymore. And it's very interesting to see. Oh, there's an antenna up here. Oh my gosh. Let's go around the attic and see what's left behind up here. Soleil washing powder, 4 franc. That's like 10 euro cents. So cheap, but you have to calculate inflation, of course. School backpack or something like that. This attic looks so old school. Excuse me if you hear a lot of car noise. I'm standing next to a big road, and upstairs is not so well isolated. Pots and pans. We have another chair with a school bag up here. Wow. This is wallpaper. You always see it upstairs in attics. People used to store that up here. I think I'm gonna make a little conclusion up here. You got a lot of washing powder up here again, and there are more boxes of washing powder all around the place. We saw 2 washing machines inside of this place, so I'm gonna say this man was some sort of a washing powder salesman or something like that for multiple brands. What do we have over here? This looks like a little extension of the attic. Oh, no, it's very small. Nothing up here. Okay. Some more stuff. That was it. Liam is gonna go with me. We're gonna go together into the basement. We have both not checked out the basement yet, so I'm excited for the basement to see that. Open it up for me. Let's go into this time capsule. Okay. Oh my gosh, lots of food up here. You always see this in basements because it's very cool in basements. It's very, yeah, a knife. Wow. Look at all this Belgian mussels. It's dirty. A jug for water. Oh, all the spider webs. Damn. Actually a pretty big basement. Not that high, I have to crouch a little bit to get in here. But you've used it a lot for food storage. Look at all these beans in here. Wow. Crazy stuff. And here he stored all of his liquors. Here we see it coming again. The Eendedracht, that's the beer we saw also upstairs. Wow. There's a pretty oily smell in here. Yeah. You smell it? Lots of wine bottles. All these crates. That's what you would think of an old school basement. The heater, the house's heater. I think that makes the oily smell. This is a very famous Belgian beer brand, Stella Artois. It's made not that far from here. Wow.
This one is totally empty.
Yes, empty?
Yeah.
Maybe it's just leaked empty. Yeah, the smell is crazy. There's one last thing we gotta check out, and that's the garage. I just saw from the window that his car is still in there, so let's go there right now. William is gonna lead us to the garage. Gonna check out the garden in a second as well. I think this door leads into the garage. Can you open it up? What's this? Oh yes, it opens up. Old school door. He put on the light again. Oh, it's already on. Got his bicycle and his lawnmower over here. Lots of other junk. And you can see they housed also some animals inside of here. Probably didn't live off it, but he housed some animals in here. Is the car here? Okay. Oh wow. This was Mr. Jozef's car. An old Renault French brand. See, some Urbex would have been in here.
They stole some.
Did they steal anything?
I think so.
No, it also always looks this empty old cars.
Here?
Yeah, they have nothing there. Don't think they stole anything in here. You just see if it opens up. Yes, it opens up. So it's Mr. Jozef's car. Wow, even his insurance papers are still in here. How crazy is that? Unbelievable. Look at this. This is the car key. You could just drive off if we put in a Newberry. Start the engine. I'm not gonna do that, of course, but those are the car keys. We could just drive off with this car if we want to. It's crazy that nobody cares about this place. They could just take this car. You could sell it for a few grand, I think.
Look.
What?
That's even a life hammer.
Oh yes.
That's funny.
Funny. Wow. Amazing. Okay.
Done.
Let's see. We also have like this outside area. Let's quickly check that out. If there's anything interesting left here. Oh, more animal. More places to house animals. Wow. Looks like pig housing or something like that. Little storage area. Not that interesting. Gonna go quickly over here. This looks like not his backyard. I'm not 100% sure. You have to watch out with the neighbors. They have a direct view of this place. They're not in the garden. I'm not gonna go further here. This looks too new for me. No, nothing much more in here. I found also this little room next to the house over here. I haven't checked that out yet. Oh, the door is pretty big, a little bit stuck. This looks like a washing room or something like that, right?
I think so.
Yeah. I told you before that this man was probably a washing powder salesman because of all the washing powder inside of the house. And here, these were used to wash clothes or something like that, I think. This looks like an old school washing machine. Maybe take that off, and I think it's gonna fall. Watch out. Let's have a look inside of here. Yeah, this looks like a washing machine. Very interesting. It looks very clean, right? Yeah. There's a motor attached to it. Wow. That's so interesting.
The old irons?
Yeah. Look at these. 2 old irons here on the floor. Lots of beer again. Lovely. Okay. Interesting. I did it a little bit different this time. I looked at the story inside of the place when I was exploring. Did you like this format? Just let me know in the description. Thanks for William for coming with me. He also makes pictures. Check him out. I link him in the description. Much better pictures than me, of course. So have a look over there. Also, I have Patreon. You can support us over there. This helps us explore the world and see amazing things. And with that all said, I love you guys, and I'll see you next week. Bye bye.